Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel.
What a wonderful.
I have this cute little sunrise setting going on today just because the sun's nice in my room, and I've decided I wanted good lighting for once in my life in my videos. I'm doing a Q&A today, like an end of the year, end of 2021 type Q&A, and I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions since the year is ending. We're like 3 days away from 2022, which is insane to me. So I decided to just talk to you guys. It's been a while since I just sat down and we had a little conversation, and I thought it was the perfect way to end the year, to just talk to you guys and chill. So I have your questions on my laptop and we're gonna begin, but before we begin I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. Skillshare is an online learning community for creative people, and it's a platform where you can access thousands of classes, and they have classes in so many different areas like arts and music, entrepreneurship and film and video, literally anything you can imagine. I've personally taken multiple classes on Skillshare in the last 6 months or so, and I'm sure you guys know that because I've talked about Skillshare multiple times also in my videos, and that's because I genuinely not only love working with them, but I love using their platform. It's a platform I genuinely use all the time because it's so good for anytime you want to learn a new skill or you want to improve a skill you already have. Like, they have classes for everything you can imagine. And since this is an end of the year themed video, with 2022 coming up, Skillshare is such a perfect resource to make your 2022 a year of growth and new skills and learning. And the best part is that there's absolutely no ads, so it's completely uninterrupted learning. They also recently added subtitles in Spanish, Portuguese, German and French for the entire class catalog, and they're launching new premium classes every week in various different areas of learning. So it's great. The class I most recently took was called Productivity for Creatives, and since I am in a creative field with social media and YouTube and stuff, and since I am taking a gap year, I do want to take this year out also to focus on growing my creative platforms. And so this was a really important class for me, because with this class I learned really helpful tips on how to make most of my time in terms of organization and just time management and everything when it comes to having creative platforms and being a creative. I have a very cool offer for you guys. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. So make sure you check it out. The link's going to be down in the description. You should definitely check it out. It's an amazing platform. But yeah, thank you Skillshare so much for sponsoring this video, and now let's get into your questions. First question, also one of the most asked questions, I have the questions on my laptop by the way, that's why I'll keep looking down, is what changes have you seen in yourself as a person this year? I don't even think I can count the changes I've seen in myself this year. 2021 was definitely the year of absolute complete growth for me as a person, but I think one of the biggest changes I've seen is learning to be okay with myself. I used to hate being alone. I constantly needed to have people with me. I constantly needed to be around people because I hated being alone, because whenever I was alone I would just overthink and get into these really negative thinking patterns and stuff. But this year I've become completely okay with being alone, and not only have I become okay with being alone, I enjoy being alone now. I enjoy just being by myself, doing my own thing as well. The next question is, what's one thing you learned about yourself in 21 that you didn't know before? The biggest thing I've learned, it may sound narcissistic, but I'm a very strong person. I've realized I went through so much shit this year in my personal life with my family and just friends and a lot of other things that obviously I don't put on the internet, but I went through a lot of personal stuff, even with my mental health, which I have spoken about, and the fact that I've pushed through and I'm still here, which was really I'm proud of myself for that. And I think the biggest thing I realized is definitely that I'm a strong person. The next question is long distance relationship advice. So for those of you who don't know, Shane and I are in a long distance relationship now that I'm back in India and taking a gap year. I think the biggest thing is making time for each other, because Shane and I are also in completely opposite time zones, and it's very hard to make time to talk to each other. I think making time is one of the biggest things. Also trusting the person, because obviously when you're away from each other for a while, trust is very important. Someone also asked me, what is your and Shane's love language? I love this question so much. I don't know why I love this question so much. I think my love language, when it comes to how I prefer to be shown that I'm loved, is definitely physical touch. I love hugging and someone holding my hand and someone cuddling with me or kissing me and stuff. That's definitely my like receiving love language. And for Shane, I think it would also be physical touch and also quality time or acts of service. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of everything, honestly, but for me mainly it's physical touch. Someone asked me, what was your biggest accomplishment in 2021? 2021 was a great year of accomplishments for me. Obviously hitting 100k on YouTube was huge for me. Which just happened, like perfect way to end the year. Obviously like my growth on social media as well, dealing with mental health, overcoming all of that, becoming financially independent. It's been a lot. It was a good year, a hard year but a good year. Someone asked me, what was your favorite book of the year? I read like maybe 5 books because I started reading again at the end of this year, but It Ends With Us by, I think it's right here. Oh no, it's not here anymore. But It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, I think is the author, was really good, made me sob. That was a good ass book. Normal People, which was a really good book. And I'm currently reading 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I'm excited. I just started reading it, so I'm excited for that. How is Shane? We miss seeing him. I miss him too, but he's good. He's actually coming tomorrow night to India for New Year's and my birthday, so that's exciting. I can't wait to see him. We haven't seen each other in like a month and a half, so that'll be fun. Yeah, he's good. We're chilling. Someone asked me, what's your comfort show? What are you currently watching? PS, I love you. I love you too. My comfort shows are New Girl and The Office, and the funny thing is that The Office, like I've watched The Office before, like throughout the years, but I've always watched like random episodes. I never watch it from beginning to end, and I just recently did that like a few weeks ago, and it's like literally I'm like, why have I never watched this show from beginning to end before? I just love it. And since then I just as soon as I finished the show, I just restarted it again because I loved it so much. So I would say New Girl and The Office are definitely my comfort shows. And currently I just finished Emily in Paris season 2. I don't really like the show, but it's just addicting. I just started watching Succession, which I'm excited about. Sunlight is disappearing, so sorry about that. Now I'm not gonna look as cute as before, but it's fine. Someone asked me, how much money do you spend in a month? Way more than I should is the answer to that question. Mostly on just food and clothes. Like I just online shop like once every 2 weeks and order out at least like 3 times a week, which is not good obviously, or 4 times a week, and I eat out a lot. Food and clothes are what I spend most of my money on, and I'm trying to cut back. Trying is the word there. Someone asked me, what was your best trip of 2021? I traveled a lot this year, which is very exciting. I would say the best trip was definitely Mexico for my 20th birthday in the beginning of 2021 with Shane. That was a really, really fun trip. Even Rajasthan with Shane was really fun. France was fun. I liked all the trips, but I would say Mexico was definitely my favorite. Someone asked me, how is your gap year going, and have you decided what you are going to do next? My gap year is going good. Definitely has helped a lot with my mental health, being home around my family and in my own space and stuff. Definitely helped a lot. I have kind of decided what I want to do next. I'm dropping out of Chapman just because Chapman doesn't have the courses that I want to do. So I'm dropping out of Chapman and I'm gonna apply to a few schools in New York and in Europe because I want to pursue fashion marketing and fashion business specifically. Like I want to do a fashion specific course, and New York and Europe are the only places I've found so far that have like those kind of like courses, like good courses too, not just like any random place. So I'm gonna start applying there soon, in a month or 2, and yeah. Someone asked me, what are your New Year resolutions? Love that. One is definitely to be more consistent with working out and fitness because I have become so unhealthy. Like I eat shit and I don't work out. Also eat healthy again, that goes along. Just basically have a healthier lifestyle is one of them, which is my New Year resolution every year. Honestly, don't really follow through on those ones, but this year I'm determined. And also again to grow my YouTube, become more comfortable, grow my platforms. Hopefully hit 200k by the end of the year, who knows. And also just to take time on focusing on myself and my mental health and putting myself before everyone else. Someone asked me my favorite restaurants in Bombay. I love Bastion. I love this Japanese restaurant Mizu. I love Pali Village Cafe. I love Indigo Delhi. Only the Andheri one though. I don't like the others. I don't know why. I just like the Andheri one because I've been going there since I was 8, so I love that. I like Tori, Kitchen Garden, love Kitchen Garden. Those are just a few of my favorites. But yeah, someone asked me 2021 best and worst highlights. Best, I think I've already mentioned multiple times, like YouTube and overcoming mental health and, you know, realizing stuff about myself, blah blah blah. Also my trips and me, like, you know, having really good experiences with my friends and my boyfriend and my family and stuff. Worst would definitely be tonsillitis. Was definitely one of the worst. That was horrific. I hated having that. I had tonsillitis for like 2 weeks and I couldn't talk and it was just painful and it was really annoying. Mainly just being sick. I fall sick a lot. My immune system sucks, so probably all the times I was sick, which was a lot because it like ruined my life. Plans for 2022. Well, I don't know yet because I don't like really plan these things, because every time I do plan things, obviously it never works out the way I thought it would. So no plans yet. But my birthday, my 21st birthday, is in 10 days, so that's exciting. I'm very excited for that. January 9th, for those of you who don't know. And the last question is, what do you love most about being a content creator? There's a lot of things. The first, one of the biggest things is definitely how much more confident it's made me as a person. I used to be so shy, I used to have so much social anxiety. I've definitely become a lot more confident in putting myself out there. Also meeting you guys and talking to you guys and all the love I get from you guys, like especially when I'm in India, like running into a lot of you, which is so surreal to me. Still love that. Love meeting you guys, all the like edits and all the love and DMs and messages and comments and everything. Obviously that's the biggest motivator of it all. And just like, you know, having like a space to be creative and just do whatever I want and edit and film and talk to you guys and, you know, have like 100,000 best friends. That's it for this video. Make sure you guys check out Skillshare. The link is going to be down in the description. It's a great platform and you guys should definitely check it out. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you did, make sure you like, comment, share and subscribe. And all my socials are going to be linked down below. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and stuff. This is probably the last video of the year, so I hope you have a great New Year's and a great 2022, and I will see you guys next year.